Okay, Jasmine, so you know what my usual yellow cake tastes like. And we are going to be making perfected yellow cake from Mel's Kitchen. But this time we're going to make one that's according to the instructions, and that's going to be our control cake. And then we're going to make one with no leavening agent and one with no binding agent and one with cold ingredients instead of room temperature ingredients. So how many cakes is that?
5.
Not quite. 4. Control cake, no leavening agent, no binding agent, cold ingredients. 4. So, Jazzy, have you ever heard the word hypothesis?
Yes.
What does hypothesis mean?
Like a person that reads a book or draws pictures.
A hypothesis is...
Oh, what? A hypothesis is like a guess or something?
That's right. Yes. That's absolutely correct. It's a guess about what you think is going to happen. So, if the regular instructions say to use room temperature ingredients, what do you guess will happen if we use cold ingredients?
I think that all the cakes will be yummy as they are.
So you don't think that anything different will happen with the cake that we use cold ingredients?
Maybe it'll turn kind of cold.
Kind of cold?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're going to find out because the first cake we make is going to be with cold ingredients. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, Jasmine, what you have there is 2 cups of butter. And each one of those half sticks is 1/4 of a cup. So can you measure out 1 cup of butter? If you have 2 cups, can you split it in half? You don't need those because it tells you the measurements on the sticks. See, if you look at the sticks right here, it tells you that this is 1/4 of a cup. If you have 2, that's 1/2 of a cup. What do 2 halves make? 1
1/4 of the cup.
whole.
Whole quarter.
2 halves. This is 1/4. This is 1/4. This is 1/2. This is 1/2. I'm sorry, but this is 1/2. This is 1/2. So 2 halves make
4.
4/4. Think of a pie cut into 4 pieces. So each slice of the pie is 1/4. So those 4 make what? 1/4. 4 1/4 is?
41 quarters?
No, it's 1 whole. 1 whole cup.
1 whole. Oh.
Yeah. So you've just about measured 1/2 cup of sour cream. Looks like
I'm
you got
not very good at this.
Looks like you got more than 1/2 cup. You may need to take some of that out of it. It's kind of overflowing. Your cup floweth over.
And now I'm like, hi, would you like a sour cream high five?
No, thank you.
Oh,
Separating the eggs.
which is...
Didn't go quite as planned, but that's okay. We can start all over again. It's just 1 egg.
That was pretty good. I didn't get anything like this.
Doing good. Yeah, you can use those. Don't lick your hands. You
No.
need to go wash your hands after touching the eggs. Okay, we have cold eggs and cold milk and sour cream and cold butter. And we're about to find out what happens when we try to beat the butter that's cold. We also have buttermilk and sour cream that's over there, coming down to room temperature for the next cake, cake number 2. On first.
It's sticking to the whisk.
Whoa. Do you think that's supposed to happen?
I don't know. It was kind of like mashed potatoes, like they put in squishies or something. Not here today.
She asked me, am I sure about this? I don't know.
And then we,
What if we make it and it's not ready? We're baking it at 350 degrees. I think it's gonna be ready. Cold butter may not be the right butter, but it's warming up now. Why is the cold butter warming up?
because
One word. It starts with FR.
because the butter was too frictiony.
Friction.
And it always has to be first.
That's right. Safety first. Take 2 for safety. As we are trying to get the butter off the sides, we are unplugged. Take 2 for safety. We're now adding 1 1/4 scoop of sugar. You could set the big one back in there. Yep. And putting the scoop back into,
The sugar.
and now turning it to a medium speed, number 2. So now it's turning very yellow after adding the eggs, because the eggs are so yellow.
Use some of our Easter egg.
Yeah, we used some eggs from our Americanas, our Easter egger chickens. And once again, we are taking 2 for safety. We are unhinged and unplugged.
I'm scraping the sides right now. It's nothing really exciting, but I'm just scraping the sides
Why are we scraping the sides?
because it shouldn't be all up on the sides.
Yeah, we want it to be thoroughly mixed. Locked. Loaded. Fire.
Oh, whatever.
So now we're measuring out 1.5 teaspoons
I don't know how.
of baking powder. I've got,
This?
that's a half. Is it a half? Look on it and see. Should have the markings.
Yeah, that's a half.
Okay, you need one of those.
This. I need something to level.
Yeah, it's already got a built-in leveler. Do you see that built-in leveler?
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Wow. Thanks, little cup.
So now we're looking for the 1/4 teaspoon, 1/4.
1/4.
Yep, and 4 of 1/4 equals 1 whole.
1 whole.
Yep, but right now we only need, not that, that's the baking powder,
Oh, baking soda?
baking soda.
It has It has one too. It has a leveler too. Put it right here?
Yep.
Ah!
And then we'll sift.
Ah!
It can be difficult to sift sometimes, keeping it all in there. Kind of wants to go to the side, doesn't it? But we try to keep it all in the bowl so we can use all of it.
It looks pretty good sifted already.
Okay.
I'm smoothing it out so I can cut it out into a third.
She's gonna smooth it out and then make some lines so that she can understand thirds. Because what we're doing now is we're adding 1/3 to the mixer bowl.
Okay. 1 1/3?
Yes.
Wait, put it in there?
Yep. And that's about 1/3.
About.
Yeah.
You need a third.
Okay.
We made a baking mess. We made a baking mess. We made a baking mess.
Baking mess, baking mess.
Done.
Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so what we have here is 1/2 cup of milk and 1/2 cup of sour cream.
And 1/2 cup of jasmine.
Jasmine's going to pour 1/2 of that into the mixer bowl.
1/2 of this. No, 1/2 of that.
Okay, let's see you pour about 1/2 of that into the mixer bowl. Yeah.
Like all of it? Like,
No, 1/2 of it.
how do I? Tell me when to stop.
Okay.
Oh, ah!
Okay, stop. I think it'll be okay. Okay, so since we got almost a full cup in there, it's a little bit watery. We need to go ahead and add our 2/3 of the flour mixture.
Yeah, it is a little watery right now.
So that means that will be 2/3
Okay.
of our flour mixture into the bowl.
So just all of it then?
No, about 1/2 of what's left. Okay, we are now adding the final 1/3. It's the final countdown.
That means I just put all of it.
Yeah. So 1/3 plus 1/3 plus 1/3 is
No thirds.
1 whole. 3/3 is 1 whole.
I think that's good enough.
No, you need all of it in there.
Oh. There's all of it.
It's not, is it in the mixing bowl?
In the mixing bowl right there.
It's in the stirring bowl. Just pick it up and pour it in there. See what happens. Pat, 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 pat. Pat, 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 pat. There we go! Yay! Okay, now we have 2 cakes ready to put in the 350-degree oven. So, Jazzy, what do you think's gonna happen?
Since the butter and eggs were warming up, then maybe it'll turn to regular cake.
They were warming up from friction, so it's possible that it's gonna be okay. Does it taste pretty good?
Yeah, I'm licking the whisk right now. It's culture. This is the final cake. So
This is the one with the cold ingredients. You gotta flip it fast.
Wait, that.
Now we're flipping the second layer.
Whoa! It needs to be lined up.
So normally we would make some buttercream icing and we would put frosting all over it before we test it out. But I'm thinking that we need to test this thing out right now. What do you think?
That would be great.
Okay, what do you think, Jazzy? What do you think about it?
It's really good.
Is it light and fluffy or is it kind of dense?
It's really like white and fluffy and squishy.
Okay, light, fluffy, and squishy. There you go.
And it is not very cold.
It's not very cold. So using cold ingredients did not make the cake cold. All right then.